So 67-30, that game was just nuts. For half an hour, it was looking really boring. There were loads of penalties. There were really poor penalties as well. And then it explodes into some bizarre life just before half-time. And then the quality comes in the second half with South Africa laying down all that talent. It's a bit scrappy, but goodness me, it's exciting, and it shows what South Africa can do when they put all that talent on the pitch and they get them the ball in good positions. There's just so much ability there. They'll want to tidy it up, but still 67 points to 30 is a big win, and they're odds-on favourites now to win the Rugby Championship. You'd think on that sort of performance they're going to beat Argentina again next week. So let's get into the game, look at some of those tries, trying to pick out some of the themes from a crazy sort of game. That first 30, like I said, just crazy penalties, high tackles, Thomas du Toit, Kremer lying all over the ruck, just really weird stuff to be honest, until South Africa get one through a big maul there on 28 minutes. Classic stuff, front ball, maul over, no problem whatsoever. They take the lead, and we've got plenty of three-pointers from those silly penalties, and then we have something absolutely bizarre that actually sets the game into life in a bizarre way. We've got a kick dead that Colby touches down, and what happens is Colby, rather than pass or kick the ball to Feinberg Mngomezulu for the dropout from the goal line, he tries to drop kick it to him. And as soon as he does it, believe it or not, I was thinking, well, that's it. That's the kick. And I was thinking, well, at least some of the players are going to realise that that's going to count. And they don't. They just stand around. The South African players just stand around. And to be fair, the Argentinian players don't really know what's going on either. Chocobaras catches the ball and thinks, well, I might as well put it down. But no one lifts a finger to try and stop him. And of course, it counts as the dropout. It's a drop kick from behind the goal line that goes in front of the goal line. Chocobaras is onside. So, of course, you play on. Now, we all know that Colby didn't mean that to be the dropout, but that doesn't matter. He took it. So he must have been absolutely mortified. In the end, it didn't matter. He scored some tries. It was fine in the end, but that one is going to go down in history as a bizarre kind of event. But, you know, when you look back on it, it actually was pretty clear what it was. The South African crowd's pretty flat, actually, after that, until Sasha Feinberg Mngomezulu turns on the talent. He spots no one in the backfield. He kicks ahead. He still has to outchase the returning Pumas, but he does it. He is just lightning, picks up and scores and converts. Brilliant stuff. So they're actually ahead 18-16. You think that's going to be it before half-time, but it's absolutely not. There's a penalty try as Marks collapses the maul and gets a yellow card, so another bizarre try. I'm actually convinced it's going to be half-time, so I start walking out to the kitchen. My daughter calls me back and says, they're carrying on. I'm like, what is going on? Apparently there was time to restart. Feinberg Mngomezulu takes a brilliant restart. Goodness me, he gets great height on all his kicks. Moody chases it, who's so quick and great in the air, wins it over Carreras, who had a torrid time at the back. Mallia as well struggled a lot. Then we have Man Mountain, Peter Steph du Toit just shrugging off players at will. Feinberg Mngomezulu, just an unbelievable athlete, stepping Sinti with ease, and Montoya to score 25-23 at half-time. Just pure insanity. Then after half-time, the talent starts to shine through from South Africa, and we know it's there. These are players who have been around for a little bit, but now it looks like they are going to be the first choice, surely, going forward. The likes of Willemse, the likes of Moody, the likes of Feinberg Mngomezulu. There's just so much amazing talent on there. You've just got to keep working with them. Willemse makes two exceptional high ball chases, one chase, one regather. Then Feinberg Mngomezulu, a laser cross-field kick, so quick, perfect, dropping to Colby to score, to make amends, 32-23, and they are just unleashed from this point. Moody looks so at home, dangerous in attack. He's got that bulk now as well that he needed. He's rushing up in defence, making good decisions. He surely is the 13 going forward. And then when you combine it with older players still playing well, Deolandi played well, Etzebeth was brilliant, Peter Steph du Toit was brilliant, Marks was brilliant. It's just a really good mix going forward for the next couple of years at least. And goodness me, Feinberg Mngomezulu can strike a ball, such effortless power, putting such height on the kicks, bombing Argentina to death, I mean literally into the stratosphere. Carreras, Mallia cannot handle it, results in a 5-metre line out where they go into a nice little formula where Reinach is literally just breaking off, couple of steps, sucking in defenders, popping to a big runner, and then of course Feinberg Mngomezulu turning on the talent, a massive dummy on Montoya that spins him around to score. Brilliant athleticism, 39-23. You think it's all over, but somehow Malia just waltzes past low. The South African defence is asleep and they score straight away through Albanos. So it's actually only 9 points, 39-30. So it's not all over with 20 minutes to go. But South Africa just simply have better, more talented players on the pitch. I think it's as simple as that. Sinti was looking really poor, making some missed tackles. He misses Khaleesi. South Africa get in behind. Iolande makes the final break and pop to Vandenberg, who looks a really good replacement scrum half. So that was some good news there. More good news for South Africa. 46-30, and it looks like it's done. The scrum domination is complete. Libbok's on. He's looking really good. He gives a nice wide pass to Hooker, who probably should give it a bit earlier, but eventually gets it Pieter-Steph du Toit. I think Hooker wanted to score there. That's 53-30. Lovely wide conversion from Libbok. Brilliant confidence booster for Libbok as well, coming on with all that talent and shining as well. And confidence just pouring from the box. It's messy. They just want to get more scores. Libbok hoovering up a bouncing ball and somehow spins, breaks, chips, regathers and scores. Bonkers stuff, and there's time for one more try. Argentina just want to get to the sheds at this point. They're chasing shadows, but it's a lovely long line-out throw from Van Staden. Vandenberg takes it really nicely. He was so impressive, and Pieter-Steph du Toit is in support of Hooker to score 67-30. Destruction in the end after a torrid 30 minutes. Boks now look odds-on to win the Rugby Championship. The talent is there. They got it on the pitch, they scored some great tries. It was messy, they want to tidy it up, but goodness me, it's exciting going forward. Pop all those comments down below, do like, do subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time.